So here you see my beloved car broken down on the side of the road. We had some problems with starting, and I get as far as here and it cuts out. So just a little thoughts on what the problem was. So last year I had ignition problems. It was due to dampness. This year the problem got worse and more consistent. So I've had to like, question, is it the fuel pump? Is it the rotary arm? Is it distributor cap? Gone through all of this. And by the end of the video, you'll know what the problem was. So just sit back and enjoy. So here the saga continues. I've replaced the cap, the rotary arm. I've changed the HT leads. I haven't yet changed the spark plugs, but I've been told that's not really an issue. The next thing is the ignition coil. When I put the ignition key in, I can hear the fuel pump. It sounds like it's made the noise it's always made, so I'm pretty sure that works. I could be wrong on that, but I've just noticed here, I've just tried to start it, and I've come here, and this thing smells a little bit like burning, like electrical smell. So I'm thinking this is probably going to be the cause of it. Now, I've got a new one. Problem is, if it's not, it's a $30 waste of money. But I guess I've been told, I've looked in the instructions, it says you need a new one. So I'm going to put in a new one of these. So as you can see in the previous video, you can see where there is a bolt through the other side. So those bolts that I took out, they're not, they haven't got a machine female fitting on the other side. It's just a couple of nuts. Now I went to try and put the thing back in place and it didn't work. So I've now had to take this bit of plastic out, which just came out just like that. Simple as, a couple of leaves in there, didn't realize. So that's all good. So I found these nuts just on the other side amongst all the cobwebs. So that shouldn't be too bad to put back in place. So just as a side note, a little while ago I put the heater on, and it sounded like I don't know, dropped a business card or something like that behind the fan grill, but it now transpires that I've got like a hole right through my I guess, what is it, a pollen filter or a, some sort of filter system. I just wonder if that's what's causing the problem I had earlier. It's kind of funny though. It's amazing that all these leaves get back here. Jeez. Well, hey, so I just cleaned out this area, which was where the air filter was. My God, there was a lot of stuff in here. So look, you can see it's okay, so what I did here is I got the nut and put the bolt through, but I lined up the nut. It's a bit of a fiddly job around the back, and then I just lined up the bolt and it just all went in nice and easy.
Finally, one new ignition coil, 4 new HT leads, 4 new spark plugs, distributor cap and rotor. We've got a Halfords torque wrench. Let's try and fire this thing up and see what happens.